Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I have some new Fenty beauty products which I'll be trying out in this video, and I created this look with it. There's some duo highlighters in here. There's the Cheeks Out blush and bronzer. So this is the look that I created. So yeah, if you like it, then please keep on watching. Okay, let's start off with the base. I have my 24-hour full coverage foundation from Maybelline in the shade Nude Beige. I'm just going to apply that all over my face. And I first want to use the brush, and then I'm going to use the Beauty Blender just to kind of get in all the pores and all the smaller areas which I don't necessarily get at with the brush. So I made the Beauty Blender damp, of course. I'm just going to blend that now. When I use the Beauty Blender, it just blends in really well. Can you see that? It gives like an airbrush look. And I think especially with thicker foundations, with like full coverage foundations, the Beauty Blender is much better than the brush. So that's what we're going to use today. Okay, I'm going to use my concealer in the shade 08, also from Maybelline. Just going to apply that under the eyes, on the bridge of the nose as well, on the chin, just my usual highlighter areas. That brightens up the whole area, can you see that? Wow. I'm just going to go over my eyelids as well, just to kind of prime the eyelids. Okay, I think this is blended out quite well. So I'm going to take my compact powder from Maybelline. I'm just going to go over the places I just highlighted. And kind of set the foundation and the concealer. Now it's time for the brows. I have my NYX brow pencil in the shade Ash Brown. I'm just gonna go over with the spoolie first. I'm just gonna fill out the spaces. In this video I'm gonna use quite a lot of Fenty Beauty products, so I'm quite excited. They arrived yesterday in the post, so I'm quite looking forward to that. I bought some bronzer, some blush, the new kind of, what is it called, Cheeks Out bronzer, and the cream blush, and this highlighter which I'm going to use, the two highlights for the eyes, for the eye makeup. So I'm quite looking forward to using them. I don't want to make them too dark, so I'm just going to let it stay like that, and I'm going to take my concealer again. I'm just going to define them a bit more, kind of outlining them. So just gonna apply it just a bit underneath the brow bone, on top as well. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're just gonna take the brush and kind of perfect it even more. This makes such a big difference even on photos. Sometimes I feel like even though I fill in my eyebrows, they don't look as kind of defined if I don't use this method with the concealer around them. So this is the go-to method if you want to have nice defined eyebrows on pictures. I'm gonna go over with my Beauty Blender just a bit so there are no harsh lines. Just gonna blend it also here. You can see a bit of blank spaces where I didn't blend it out correctly. Okay, this looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we're ready to use the Fenty Beauty, it's called KILLAWAT Foil Freestyle Highlighter Duo in the shade 7-Day Weekend and Poolside, and I had to absolutely buy this. These two colors are amazing. It's like a nice pink or pink glitter, and then there's this blue one which I absolutely love. So what I thought of doing is taking this pink shade in the inner parts of my eyes and then the blue one kind of extending that into the outer parts of the eyes. So let's see how that goes. I'm gonna use just a normal eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna pack the, which one is the other? Yeah, 7 Day Weekend in the inner parts, in the corner basically. Wow, that looks amazing. Really nice, nice and shimmery. And they're kind of cream highlighters, so of course you can use it as a highlighter, but of course many people use it on their eyes as well. And they have such a nice texture that you don't need that much, and you can build it up as much as you want. So if you want like more of a subtle look, of course you use less. But if you want a nice and dramatic look, you can pack it on, which I love. It makes makeup simple and easy to use. And as you can see, I'm just going to bring it to the center of my eye. I'm not going to go to the outer parts of my eyes because I'm going to use the second color, the second shade in that area. So just focus it on the inner parts. And I just love the packaging, like it's so sleek. It looks amazing. Wow. I love Fenty Beauty and I love Rihanna, can I say? Okay, now you can clean your brush, or just use the second one. I'm just going to clean my brush. I have some paper here. I'm going to dip it into the other shade, which is the blue one. Yeah, Poolside. Makes sense. The name makes sense. I'm just going to put that in the outer parts. There's just something about this combination. It looks amazing. I love it. And I think pink and blue fit quite well in general, so this is the right one for me. This is the right shade for me. Because there was the other one as well. There was like pink and orange, but I prefer this one. This screamed out my name, so I had to buy it. Now I'm going to take a bigger blending brush and I'm just going to blend it out a bit here under the brow bone, just so there are no harsh lines. I can imagine wearing this, you know, when you go clubbing or dancing. It looks amazing. Imagine like the light hits you and your highlighter goes crazy and you're all sparkly. It must look quite nice. But for that we have to wait until the lockdown is lifted, of course. Unless you want to party at home, that's also an option. And to make the edge a bit sharper, I'm just gonna go into my translucent powder from NYX, and I'm gonna dip the beauty blender in it. I'm just gonna go into the corner so it just looks a bit sharper. And you can blend it out. I'm not gonna let it sit. Okay guys, I'm gonna put on my lashes and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, now that I applied my lashes, I'm gonna go over with my mascara from Rimmel, and it's called Extra Super Lash. And before I apply the mascara to the bottom lashes, I'm just gonna go into Poolside and 7 Day Weekend again. And I'm gonna use 7 Day Weekend in the inner parts of the eyes. And Poolside on the outer parts. Now that I've added lashes and mascara, I can see that there's a bit of space in between where my inner part of the eye is and the falsies. So I'm just going to fill that in with a liner. I'm just going to go in with the black liner and kind of just fill that space in. Just so it looks a bit more, not as naked basically. Now that we've done the eyes and the face, of course, I want to contour. So I'm going to go in with Cheeks Out, also from Fenty Beauty, in the shade Teddy. So we're going to see if this is a bit too dark for me, but it looks like this. So I'm going to... And this is a cream bronzer, so I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to just apply it as a normal bronzer. I'm going to see how it goes. But this looks amazing already. Wow. I actually prefer cream bronzer to kind of powdered bronzer, just because I think the finish looks a bit less matte, a bit more moisturized and a bit more dewy, if that makes sense. Just looks nicer. And even more natural, I think. Not as powdery. Wow, this really looks defined. Look at that. I'm really happy with this product. And I think the Teddy shade is perfect as well. I wasn't sure which one. I was almost certain that it would be too dark, but it's actually perfect. Couldn't have been better. Now that you can't really go into stores and kind of swatch the makeup on, it's really difficult, but still made it. Also for the foundation shades, they have like a quiz that, you know, they ask you kind of what undertones you have, whether you have warm undertones, cool undertones, whether your veins look green or blue on your wrist. And through that, by answering that, they kind of give you the shade that they think would suit you. So that's kind of helpful, because sometimes I really don't know, especially because, you know, in the summer, like I said, of course you get darker, so you have to change the shade of your makeup, foundations and concealers and everything. Now I'm going to use a separate brush to contour my nose with the same shade, of course, with Teddy. Okay, I think that's done with the bronzer. Now I've bought the Cheeks Out in the shade Strawberry Drip, which looks like this. Oh my god, that's just beautiful. Such a nice color. Maybe I should go more heavy-handedly so you can see a bit more. But that's good because I don't have to be afraid of taking too much product and it being too pigmented, you know? You can build it up, which I prefer with blush. Like I said in my last video, I'm not a blush person, but this has changed the game for me. Looks really nice. Okay guys, now I'm gonna go into the KILLAWAT Freestyle Highlighter Duo in the shade Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. And it looks like this. Just two nice highlighter shades, which can also be used like as blush. I'm just gonna focus it on the highest parts of my cheeks, so on the cheekbones. And it just shimmers so nicely. Can you see that? And I want to bring it up to the temples, just because that's usually how Rihanna does it in her makeup videos. Just to add that amazing highlight, just dipping it in a bit more. And since this is such a nice highlight shade, I'm actually going to add this also in the inner parts of my eyes, just because we didn't add anything there. And I'm going to use this also to highlight my nose. And the Cupid's bow. Okay, I think all there's left to do is do the lips. So I'm going to line them first with the NYX lip liner in the shade Urban Cafe. Okay, I'm going to go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. Just kind of a nice nude color. Lol, I look crazy with these lips like that. Imagine you go out like that. I really love this color. I really love this combo. Wow. Now I initially wanted to add some lip gloss, but to be honest I could leave it like that as well, but I'm just gonna add a bit of lip gloss just to make it even shinier. But like I said, you can leave it like this as well. Okay, so I'm gonna use some lip gloss. It's from Rimmel and it's the Oh My Gloss lip gloss in the shade Crystal Clear. And since I don't want to get the applicator dirty, I'm just gonna use like a flat lip brush and I'm gonna apply it onto my lips. Rihanna did that. Looks so nice. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. I think it came out really nicely, and I think these, where are they? These duo highlighters are perfect for either, you can use them as blush, as highlighter, for the eye makeup. They're just so versatile, which I love about makeup and I love about Fenty Beauty. So yeah, if you like it, please leave a thumbs up, leave some comments down below to show me some love, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep updated for weekly videos. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.